what we were talking about because it was a little confusing yesterday with all the other sounds going on and everything like that. So we were talking about how M Night is like a clickbaiter. he's a like he's a he's like a he's like I guess he would be like a ticket baiter then, right? A con artist. Um, the interesting thing though is we were talking about is that we know in general that it has to be his studio who and their advertising company doing this. But he has to be okay with it, I guess, in a sense. He doesn't make it, but because we were doing this whole thing I've watched and I've done it myself. It's like you could change a trailer and change the music and change some scenes around here and there and completely make it a whole different movie. And people have done that with like fan base videos, and those have been really interesting. Like the fan base videos. Right. Uh huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That was a great movie. Right. Yeah. Yeah, like there's some pretty really effed up stuff. Yeah. Yeah. But you know what's interesting though is one thing that's kind of interesting is like you brought up the village, right? And the village is kind of like this crazy twist, and you called it human experimentation, but I felt it was kind of like talking about like the Quakers, how they're kind of cut off from society. This is true. This is true. It's kind of like this whole kind of brainwashed clan of people that have been like tricked to think there's monsters out in the village, I guess. I don't know. I just wanted to simplify because it kind of almost seemed like I don't know. You were saying that the movie was like kind of going into the third realm. That the movie was talking about that, but that was what really was going on. That's all I'll say. It's been a yeah, it's been a while since I watched it. I forget that some people actually knew that was the situation. I forget some people did. Yeah. Right. But like so weird. So weird. But it was I don't know, it was kind of it was just like I don't know, I I don't like what they did. I don't. But as a movie overall, it totally messed with me. Like I thought there was those things out in the village. I thought those things in the woods, and that's what we were gonna see. Well, I guess that's what you thought too. That's why you're mad because you thought there was creatures out in the woods, and there wasn't. But they still, even throughout the whole movie, they had totally screwed with us entirely through the movie. We felt like monsters were coming, and we were gonna see the monsters get people. Well, the village wasn't great, but it was trying to teach you something, which is like the idea of we're in our controlled environment, and sometimes we may not know what is the reality. It's like especially with government, those people were like kind of like an example of how government is, because they have a reality of things that we don't know about. We're not privileged to know about, so. Yeah. There's like a lot of I guess there's a lot of it to it in general. I didn't I watched it in theaters, and I kind of I don't know, I don't hate it as much as you cuz I like twists. I think twists make but you were tricked just like they were tricked. So that was kind of like the whole thing. They wanted you to feel like the people felt. And then he just showed you what the real reality is. So they were pretty pissed off. So you felt exactly like those villagers. Well, didn't it's been a while, so I forget. I know they went out to society and got medicine. He had to come back, right? The uh, the, the guy went with her though. Remember? But he's the one who discovered the real world though. Who was visiting, right? So the two girls with the one who's blind is waiting. But what I'm saying though is that the person who went out to the world to get the medicine in the real world was coming back for the person who's injured, who's sick and dying. You think? You think she's just gonna bring back medicine and not tell everybody about what everything is? But you think that they're just gonna give her the medicine and not go investigate what's going on at the village? I think the sham's done. You think? I guess. I thought the whole sham was done at the end. That's just how I thought about it at the end. I thought it was over. The illusion was over, but we don't know. We don't know. This is a interesting conversation. I don't want to waste any more time on the village anymore. It wasn't that good. It's a good movie to watch once. It's just not that good. I've never felt compelled to go and watch it again. But I enjoyed it the one time. I'm not compelled to ever watch it again. Have you messed with people and made them watch that movie before? Have you done that? Oh, that's okay. I think I had Holly watch it. I think I did. I don't know. Ew. Oh yeah, I remember that. Oh, that's perfect. That is perfect. Really interesting. So I want to see that movie. I may have to think about some things, but maybe we could try and go this Saturday and then just break it up. I'll watch it and then I'll let her go watch it. I don't know, unless we could figure out some way to. It would have to be late because you have to work, right? Because I want to see Glass. I want to see it. Really? Okay, that makes things differently then. I guess we gotta find somebody. Maybe we could leave him with Jason. No, we'll figure out something. He'll be like, since you didn't show up, Jason, and you fell asleep, you're invited to my house, but I ain't gonna be there. I'll be at the movie theater. We'll be back in a couple hours, okay? Nah, it looks really awesome, and we want to see what is gonna happen, as like Mr. Glass is gonna unleash the beast on everybody. Now I really didn't know that there was a second movie already. until like I started looking up Glass and I seen that Split was actually a second part, but they did it in kind of such a, when they did the movie, like you said, that happens with the trailers. I thought it was just its own individual M. Night Shyamalan like horror film. I didn't know it had nothing to do with Unbreakable. They didn't really try to make that connection till later on. So unless I like when I saw it, I was like, like it just seems like another like a crazy dude with multiple personalities, which has been done before. But I heard good things about the movie in general. Just like I don't have a huge big interest in like going to spend money to watch a horror film in the theater. I think I don't know. It's been a long time. I think the last one I ever did see was the original Saw. That was the last one I ever saw in the theater. Yeah, in theater. Cause like, what ends up happening to me is there are a lot of people like to go to the theater and watch horror films. So what ends up happening is I'll get squished up in the front corner because I won't re-reserve my ticket. I'll just buy it when I get there. And then so I'm watching a horror film like squished up with a bunch of people and everything like that. So I never get to get fully comfortable. I get to be terrified and stuck in this weird sector of like looking at the movie. And it's just not the experience I want to have. You know, like that's why the Blair Witch was scarier for me than anybody else. I watched it before it went nationally. It was only in select theaters, and so we drove an hour to go see it before everybody else knew about it. Before everybody knew it was fake. We thought it was like a documentary. And then I'm shoved up in the corner with a bunch of people and some sweaty people and everything like that. And it was terrifying for me. It was a terrifying experience. I was like, I ain't ever going to the woods again. I never wanted to go to the woods again. Yeah, probably. This is true. Yeah, like at midnight. Yeah, but a lot of people go to the midnight showing. Huh? Really? Heard it first on Over the Top. Yeah. It's true, but for the for for that movie, The Blair Witch, people were quiet and like freaked out. So everybody was pretty quiet. There's a couple of some rustling around and everything like that. But I was in the front freaking row, dude. In the front freaking row. I'm like, what the hell is going on? That sucks. It does make that, it does affect things. It does. Your comfortability will affect the movie. Cause like, what's that? I screwed up a bunch of movies in my life because when I was younger, not anymore, we'd get off work and we would go to the bar that was catered to us as employees. They gave us discounts. And then to sober up, we walk across the street to the movie theater and we watch movies while trying to sober up. So there's a bunch of movies I've watched that I don't remember a whole lot of. But some of them, it was good though. Like the first Doom movie that had The Rock. Like, I don't remember the ending. I just remember the very ending. Well, I watched part of it and it was so boring I just fell asleep. But the ending was kind of cool because it was like he was kind of traveling like in Doom, like with that kind of like first person shooter type thing. That was pretty cool. And then oh my god, what is that movie? It was like a space. It was about a movie about the future in space, and there was some song at the very beginning of the movie. It was like so long and thanks for all the fish, and it was the dolphins singing it. They were like the most intelligent beings that there were, and they were aliens and they're just like super intelligent beings. But there was a song and all the dolphins were singing the song at the very beginning of the movie. So long and thanks for all the... And that's the last thing I remember before waking up at the end of the movie, and they're still singing so long. So I don't know whatever happened to the rest of the movie. But everybody said that was... I'll figure it out later. It was based off of a book, a really good book but I can't remember right now the name of it. But that was, I watched, it was so trippy because like I remember that at the beginning, and then I woke up near the end of the movie and they're doing it again, and I was like that. So there's some movies out there that I've watched that I don't remember. Oh, that's gonna be I don't know. I can't say it's gonna be a movie because it could suck, but it's not gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good movie if you're a fan of Marvel movies. If you're just a specific snob about Captain Marvel, you're probably just gonna be disappointed. I know that's how I think it usually ends up happening. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. That's awesome. Yeah. So we gotta let's just wrap up. I think we've been going for long enough, anyways. We just wanted to give you guys like a little bit of an actual podcast. Yesterday was kind of a nightmare, and so I wasn't sure if it was gonna work or not. So I was like, "Hey Mo, come see if we can get this working properly." And we got it working properly for the most part. It just we're dealing with phone battery power now by the end of the night.
That was an extreme fail. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Tried to catch it like 3 times.
Yeah. Everything's working now, so alright guys, so thank you for coming to hang out for this little bit of a movie podcast thing, and hopefully we'll do some more stuff. We got now kind of the technology to be able to do things without having to worry about meeting people. Mo could be comfortably at his home. I'm at my home right now with everything running, and this is kind of fun. So maybe we could get some more people in on this. You know, we could call up Nikki next time. She could be on this other side of the screen here, right over here, and or right over there, or however we end up being it. So thanks guys for coming to hang out. See you later, Mo. Thanks for coming and chatting. It's cool.